Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're not playing Animal Crossing, we are playing Dinkum, and this is going to be my first ever speed build of Dinkum, so fingers crossed you like it. This is a little bit different to Animal Crossing, but you can definitely still decorate and enjoy this game. If you're not familiar with Dinkum, it is an early access release game that is available on Steam only at the moment. Hopefully it'll be coming to console soon, but it has definitely got the Animal Crossing Stardew Valley crossed with Minecraft vibes. It's such a good game and I'm fully obsessed. So for today's build, I'm gonna make a flower farm and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So the area I'm decorating today is Rayne's house, and she has an adorable little greenhouse as her home. And she sells all sorts of crops and gardening tools. She's really great. So I'm going to decorate her home, a very natural cottagecore flower farm area, but I still want it to be functional. To start off, I'm going to do a little bit of terraforming. I want a nice cute little pond over here. So to create this pond, I'm using the compactor tool, which if you're not at that stage in the game, it is one of the recipes that you get from Franklin. And basically it levels out the ground to all the level that you're currently on, makes it so much quicker for terraforming and kind of editing areas. I'm going to mix it up with moving dirt around on my shovel because it does get rid of the dirt when you use the compactor, so I do need to make it look natural and just edit off some areas as well, but I think that's a pretty good size so far. I just need to work on the areas where I did have the compactor and just move a little bit of dirt around here and there. I do like terraforming in this game, and I know there is a wheelbarrow which does make it so much easier, but I've lost it. I have no idea what I've done with it, so we're doing it the old-fashioned way. And you can edit out the ponds as well. You can dig down. I think you can go down 6 blocks in total. I don't want my pond to be that deep, so I'm just going to keep it like this. I think it's a nice little shape. And then I'm going to flatten out the area over here as well, because what I want to do is get some flower beds down, so I'm going to need lots of space. You can see how quick and easy it is using this tool. It is definitely worth it. If you're going to be big on decorating, then I would definitely recommend getting this tool. Maybe go for the jackhammer first of all, because that's great for making money. And then I'm going to make the entranceway over here so you come in under these gorgeous lights, just like the plain party lights in Animal Crossing. And then using this rock path to create like a natural area. And some stairs down. I didn't mean to put that there, but there we go. I also just recently got the hedge recipe, so I'm going to try and incorporate that. I'm not going to go over the top with it because I do really like the fencing in this game. I wanted to use some more of the lights, however, they're not quite the right length, so I tried to use the wooden post lights. It was looking a bit too symmetrical, which I wasn't quite a fan of, so we made some edits there. And this did take quite a while to get this area looking right. I wasn't overly happy with it. What I wanted was like a whole deck area with like sprawling pots and flowers and barrels just to make it look cute. Yes, this game does have barrels as well, which I am so grateful for. I love them in Animal Crossing. I love them here as well. I actually think, don't tell anyone, but I think I prefer the barrels in this game. They're just like a lighter colour, and I think that that's nicer, I'm not gonna lie. I moved out the lamp just because it looked better, and then I could squeeze more stuff in here. The one thing that I do kind of struggle with the mechanics on this is accidentally picking up the wrong thing sometimes. So a lot of that might happen whilst I'm building throughout this today, and I apologise. As you can see, that I accidentally just knocked off those flowers. But once you get used to it, I think it's just a matter of playing it, getting used to how the game works, and we'll get there. I was a little bit disappointed that you couldn't put anything on top of the barrels, but that's because they do actually act as a storage chest, so you can put stuff inside them, just not on top of them. I would have preferred to be able to put stuff on top of them, I'm not gonna lie. So just really going to town with lots of flowers and things. It's got dark pretty quickly. I decided to add the lights on the side. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not quite how I wanted it, but I quite like it. I like the look of it. It'll create a nice little look when you do come in. And then I discovered that you can actually put trees in the center of your flower beds. These flower beds do work as functional flower beds. If you plant a flower in them, there is a chance that they will duplicate in the morning and spread across the flower beds. I just thought that having a tree in the middle would make them look kind of cute, and just add something a bit different to them. And I'm just going to spread them out because there are 3 types of flowers, so I'm going to do 3 different flower beds, and then we'll fill up the area with some other stuff as well. But the flowers, these make it so much easier to get hold of them. Otherwise, you are literally scything off weeds and grass and hoping that they spawn back the next day. This makes it so much easier. So if you get the flower bed recipe, there is a brick version as well. Definitely start using them. And then over here, I decided to add in some more kind of little details over here. I thought it would be a nice way to section off the area by adding in another flower bed. But this time I'm just going to fill it just because I want it to look cute. Add in lots of pots as well behind and some fencing just to give it some depth, and some more lights because I really like the lights in this game, and at night I think it will be really, really beautiful, all lit up and kind of, yeah, just cute. I think it will be adorable. So I can't wait to see what this area looks like at night as well. And just going to plant in some trees, some plants and things, because these do take a couple days to grow like they do in Animal Crossing. So just going to go ahead and do that. It can be a bit fiddly planting stuff, burying them, but once you have the kind of rhythm to it, it does kind of speed up a little bit more. So here we go, just adding in some more. I really want the area to feel overgrown. Lots of kind of trees surrounding it to really enclose the space. Bushes and ferns also work great to add in some foliage. Obviously the flowers as well. The wattle bushes, I'm really liking them as well. They kind of grow up bigger and then they do flower. So they look nice as well when they're all in season. I'm just planting in my flowers now, just in those flower beds so I don't forget, because I would like to wake up tomorrow and have even more flowers. So trees as well. Tree placement on this game is amazing. I have to just say that. In Animal Crossing, you kind of can only plant them in certain places. You can't plant them too close to cliffs, to water, to one another. In this game, there's no kind of conflict with trees. So you can literally plant them anywhere. You can plant them in the water if you can put the tile down. You can plant them on the edge of cliffs. You can plant them next to each other. It's so good. It's so refreshing to be able to do that with your trees. And I really do appreciate it because you can really make things look a lot more natural than kind of in Animal Crossing where everything is so set apart. So I'm just going to add in some of this like rock pathing. It's really cute. It makes perfect stepping stones just for like natural areas. I do wish kind of sometimes that you could put it on top of the grass and it doesn't clear it, but nonetheless, I think it looks good either way. I do want to have some structured areas on this island, but definitely not for this area. For the more structured areas, I'll definitely use the more kind of brick paths, which are really nice. They're quite similar to Animal Crossing paths in that sense, but there's good variety, there's good options if you're thinking about buying this for the decorating aspect. I think there is, and I think because it's early access, hopefully we will see more additions for like furniture and paths and things, maybe, fingers crossed. But yeah, there's a good contrast and they all kind of work really nicely together, I think, as well. So I've added in some dirt there, and then I did create this fountain. I do want to use it, but I'm not sure where to put it. I think out the front here was just a little bit too cluttered. So I think over there in the corner works quite nicely. So I will definitely add some things around it as well. Oops, didn't mean to, oops. Just, yeah, sometimes, as I said earlier, it can be a bit finicky and just trying to get things replanted. I'm gonna add in some more foliage in this area because it feels a bit kind of bare. I know there's a path, but I like it to be nice and cluttered. I'm not gonna add trees. I do want it to just be like lower level plants, so I'm gonna try and do that. And then around here, I want to get some more pots in. These are all from Melvin. The smaller pots with the flowers already in are from Melvin. Yes, I went to town and ordered 1 million from him because unlike Animal Crossing, there is no limit. You can literally buy as many as you like until your money runs out, which isn't so good. But yeah, I have been spending way too much money on furniture because whenever he comes, I'm like, oh, quick, need to take this opportunity. But yeah, I've got some cute stuff so far, and I'm really liking the furniture selections here. Gonna add in some flowers around. I was gonna kind of hold off on adding too many flowers around, but I think I am gonna do it because I do love the pops of the colors. I think the common heath colors are so pretty. They do remind me so much of like hyacinths from Animal Crossing, but I do love them. They're kind of more like a lavendery color. So maybe, that's got me thinking, maybe I need to do a lavender farm. That would be adorable, wouldn't it? A little lavender farm would be so cute. Obviously it wouldn't be functional, but it would still look adorable. I think that because it's like a whole new game, getting into things like this, I'm definitely going to take inspiration from things I've done on Animal Crossing for builds, and not necessarily try and replicate them, but do it in a way that fits to Dinkum, because you've just got a whole different game. There's no like simple panels or anything like that, so you really have to get creative, which is nice. Aside from getting like fully enthralled in the game, like actually thinking about how to decorate and planning stuff, it's going to be so much fun, and I cannot wait to do it more, because there is a whole huge map to decorate. This isn't like a tiny little New Horizons island. This is a full expanse. Like, it's huge, the map area. If you haven't got it, you're never going to get bored with decorating because there is so much space to do it on. But yeah, I don't think I'll get to the stage where I'll ever have decorated the whole map. It would be super cool to have done it, but I don't think I'll ever get to that stage, which I'm okay with. As long as my areas look pretty, that's all that matters. So it's another day. I just timed forward because it was getting really dark. And then here we go. I'm just going to add in a bench out here because I thought there's nowhere to actually sit down and just enjoy the beauty of this area. So I added in the park bench, just some more pots. The only problem is with this area, I feel like I could never be done with it. I could always add something else, or change something up a little bit. Just really those finite details, I could be doing it. I decided to add in more hedges just to add like pops of green here and there, and I did say right at the beginning that I really did want to use them because they were new to me, so I wanted to include some. So I'm going to mix them in with the fences a little bit, which I think works quite nicely and does kind of give the feeling of this is where the garden is and that's where it ends, and then the rest can be the outback. And you probably find a kangaroo hopping around or something just outside here. Maybe it'll come in. I don't know. I don't know how it will work. I'm sure it will, to be honest, because there doesn't seem to be any kind of conflict or anything. Unless you build a full fence, then there's no reason why he couldn't come in here and enjoy a bath in the pond or the fountain, which I would love to see. Okay, I'm just gonna try and figure out adding in some more pots here and there just to really finish it off and add some more color. Really, okay, it's definitely going to be very cluttered around here, much like my Animal Crossing game. There are similarities and there aren't. I will stop comparing it eventually. I think I need to fully accept that it's a totally different game, but it's not, if that makes any sense. But I do love it, and it's definitely, I think it just feels familiar. That's what I really love about it. And it's got some of the best elements from the games that I love to play in it, so that's just amazing. So I'm just going to head over here. I think that I just need to do some more work, add in some flowers over in this section and some grass. My plan is, this is going to take a lot of work, but I want to get rid of that whole tropics biome behind. So in Dinkum, each area kind of has its own little kind of features about it, and the biome behind is the tropics, so you find bananas and things in there, so it's just slightly different to this area, but I will want it to be kind of cohesive and for this kind of section of my island, as it's where most of my town is, so I don't want to go having like a palm tree randomly there. I just don't think it works properly. So really I am just going over the top here. I'm sorry. I really do think it kind of needs it, but it'll be worth it. I promise. When everything is all overgrown and beautiful. because there is so many different things that I want to use for foliage, sometimes I find myself putting it in one area and then forgetting about it in another. But yeah, that's how it works. Another thing I'm a little bit disappointed about is that you can't grow mangrove trees here. You can probably just see them in the background. They're absolutely gorgeous. I would love to be able to plant them. So frustrating that we can't, but maybe later in the game or later in the release we'll be able to. This teapot I got from Melvin today, which is the furniture guy, and I was like, I'm gonna use it. I don't care, I'm gonna use it. So I have used it, and then I'm just gonna add some pots around here as well. So cute. These are adorable. These are so cute. I wish we had these in Animal Crossing. I know we have the floating biome planter, but I absolutely love the rustic terracotta pot. So cute. So here is the finished product. I have turned on my reshade, which I feel like makes it all kind of atmospheric and nicer. I need to fiddle around with the reshade mod a bit more to really get it right, but I do love the way that it looks. This is the greenhouse area, and we saw the planting, and then here is my pond and the trees and the water fountain just looking adorable. As you can see, it does kind of change throughout the day the way it looks. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope you have a great rest and you join me for more Dinkum content soon. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know if you're enjoying Dinkum at the moment, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.